Yesterday, I held a funeral with my mods. We had a funeral for my island! We had a freaking funeral for my island. Yeah, so this is an area of my island I will show you. It's called Weejo Beach. As you can see, we have the ice wand and a bunch of tickets. But we also set out a gravestone to, like, you know, in memory of COTTAGECORE Ambrosia. So I have Dabs there. I've got Brian in the middle. I've got Andy with me. We held a freaking funeral for my island. What a way to say goodbye. I know, right? Have a funeral for your villager, or no, have a funeral for your island before you tear it down. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited but also very nervous for today's video because we are doing an official tour of my island. This is the last tour that I'm giving of my island because as soon as I finish this video, we are tearing everything down. I have been playing Animal Crossing New Horizons for over 1,500 hours, and I'm getting a little bit tired of the scenery, so I figured I was going to do a drastic island change. I want to show you guys all of the hard work that I've put into decorating this island. So before we get started, please do hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from me, and also let me know in the comments what you think of my island. I'm a little bit nervous to be on the other side because I feel like you guys are gonna tear me apart. A little bit about my island before we get started. My island is called Ambrosia. It's named after a town that is in the Professor Layton movie because I love Professor Layton. I'm in Northern Hemisphere, and the current theme of my island is a winter cottagecore cluttercore island. So you'll see a lot of natural elements, but also a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on my island. And also Sahara's here. I didn't even know she was here. How many ducks can you find? I have a lot of ducks on this island as well. So if you want to like set a little challenge for yourself, just go around and count how many ducks you can find, because I still haven't done this, but there are ducks everywhere. Okay. All right, so I'm going to introduce you guys to my golden four. These are the 4 protected villagers that I will never give up because they're my absolute favorites. So first off, we've got Butch. I love him. I had him in my old Animal Crossing games. He's like a grumpy old man. Of course, we've got Queen Mary. Then we have Audie, and we have Kyle. So those are my 4 favorite villagers on my island. The other villagers on my island are cottagecore themed. So I specifically found these villagers because I thought they would fit well with how Ambrosia looks. So first off, we've got Goldie. I have Tabby. I love Tabby. I mainly wanted to keep her for Halloween because she's kind of like a spooky villager, but then she just hung around for a little bit longer. So we have Bo, Maple, Bones, and my newest addition is Pearl. And I got Pearl because she looked like Bones, and I thought they would be a cute little pair. So Bones and Pearl, those are my villagers. Look at them, they're so cute. If you come over to the left here, I've left a bunch of outfit items here. So if you want to have the full Ambrosia experience, I left my signature bear outfit. So you can find all of those items there. If you come down a little bit, you will find all of the tools and fun accessories and stuff down here as well. So you can pick all those things up. Everything's here. So once you pick up all these items and you get dressed and ready to go, I'm gonna head back to resident services and we're gonna start walking down. So we're gonna take this path down to the airport, and this was actually one of the first areas that I made when I was decorating my island. So I really wanted to have like the cottagecore theme be apparent right off the bat. So that means like a lot of flowers. I have the path, the famous path. And yes, we have our greeter gnome at the very front here. I wanted to make a tribute to our favorite criminal, Weejo. If you guys have not watched the Weejo video, I got robbed by a 7-year-old on stream. Yep. A child hijacked one of my streams and came to my island and stole a bunch of Nook Miles tickets. So I will link that video down below. But anyway, this is a tribute to Ms. Weejo herself. And the first thing we arrive at, oh, Bo's actually here, but this is my ice bar. So we have I don't know, our bouncer over here. We have our our bartender, the astronaut serving drinks, and some tables over here. I know the upper area is a bar, but I guess this is more of like tea and coffee vibes. I have our David statue. I think this is the David statue. But anyway, you know, his goods are all covered up because this is a family-friendly video, so we're not gonna have any of that. No. First villager that we're coming across is Pearl. She's got good taste, so we gave her a fireplace on the beach. We have the kids' tent in the background, lots of different plants and greenery. Here's a pro tip for you guys. I don't know if you can spot the duck behind the fence there, but there's another hidden duck behind Pearl's house. That's the secret duck. So if you wanna, you might wanna look behind trees and stuff when you're doing your duck hunt. And we are arriving at Maple's house. Maple's house used to be a pumpkin farm, but I did change it to be more of a fruity theme after Halloween. So if we keep heading down the path, we arrive at Beau's Christmas tree farm. Now this area is definitely more holiday themed because I mainly decorated his spot, his yard, with Christmas in mind. I also thought it would be like really funny to put a deer scare right next to Beau's house. So every time he walks out his door, he's like, ooh, I'm spooked. Oh, actually, when you come down the stairs up the front here is Tabby's house. Now, as you can see, very spooky vibes. I figured that Tabby does look like a jack-o'-lantern, so it's only natural to give her pumpkin farm. Over on this rock, this is the one rock that I didn't really decorate because I just I couldn't think of anything else to do over here. The rest of my rocks are decorated, I assure you. This is the only one. Over here, I have my beach vacuum enjoying a nice coconut juice. And the story behind this was one day I was streaming and a balloon was flying over and I said, okay, whatever is in this balloon, I'm just gonna place in this spot right here. And it was a vacuum. But the best thing about this is that sometimes when my villagers walk by, they like to turn the vacuum on and then they just turn it off and walk away. You know, this vacuum works very hard. That's why they have a drink. This would be nicer if it was the summer. So if you actually do sit out here, you're probably gonna freeze. This is one area that I like to call that beach. I have two different Louis Vuitton patterns on my design codes. And so I just dressed up all the bears in Louis Vuitton and I put out a Louis Vuitton blanket. It's all very bougie. This is an expensive beach, you know, she's that beach. My bears are just chilling. And then at the very top right back area of my island, I have a gnome laundromat. This would never work in real life because as you can see, there's just like the splashes, like all those clothes would be covered in salt water, but it's very aesthetically pleasing, so we will keep it. We've got this little Queen's Gambit chess area with the Thinker statue. We are now going to walk up these stairs, and this area is one of my favorite areas that I've done on my island. As you guys know, Mary is my favorite villager of all time. She's just so cute, and I decided that on my island, Mary and I need to have our houses next to each other. Because we're BFFs, right? Mary's got this fancy dining area, and I decorated this area with lots of plants, lots of flowers in like white and pink colors. I set up some mush furniture and tents, you know, things that are in like different variations of cream. But anyway, we're at my house. My stream likes to call this room the crack den. I never bothered to actually decorate it. But the rest of my house doesn't look like this, okay? I swear. The rest of my house looks normal. It's just the crack den, like, it gives the house some flavor, you know? One of my rooms I made into an art gallery, and I was kind of inspired to do this after we did the design challenge video. If you guys haven't seen that, I will link it down in the description box as well. But I decided to make one of my rooms into an art gallery. This is my kitchen. It's so funny going from my living room to this room because it looks so different. But this is my kitchen, and I think this was one of the first areas of my house that I actually decorated. I remember spending about 4 or 5 hours decorating this room. This left room, I wanted to do something more themed and a little more funny, I guess. So I made like a picnic Yeah, thank God for Animal Crossing not actually lighting things on fire, because I have so many fire hazards on my island. So it's a good thing that, you know, we're all safe here. Nothing's gonna light up. This upstairs spot is probably one of my favorite rooms, and again, I decorated this off stream. So this is my bedroom. It's a little bit crowded because I do like, you know, placing items together. But yeah, super girly, super pink and blue. I'm also using the underwater flooring and the mermaid rug. And finally, downstairs, I have my underground spa, I guess, because this is technically in the basement. I wanted to make this a little different than like an indoor spa, so I made it look like an outdoor hot spring spa. And I also have cloud flooring on the ground that kind of looks like steam. Ooh, actually a secret area. I feel like not a lot of people know about this. But if you come over to the left, I have like a mini camping area. Right next to my house, I have my orchard. As you can see, they are like packaging and weighing and preparing fruit. They're putting it into boxes. And this was one of those filler areas that I didn't really know what to do with. So I just made waterfalls, which I feel like is the solution a lot of the times. If you don't know what to do with your island, just stick a waterfall in there. I really didn't know how to decorate my museum, so I just decided I wanted to use a lot of small fossils and then just place, you know, some Gullivar items and some nature stuff around. So it's very simple here. And we reach this spot. Now this is where my shops are. This is another part of my island that I really like because I made a designer boutique. I was thinking, you know, if I can't buy designer goods in real life, because that stuff is real expensive, you know? If I can't afford to get designer in real life, this is the closest I'm gonna get. So, designer boutique, we've got Fendi, we've got Chanel, we've got Gucci, we've got more stuff at the back here. We have a Louis Vuitton bear, we have Celine glasses, we got Jimmy Choo's over here, and then of course Louis Vuitton change room. And we come over to the very far left, we have our bells or no bells set. So this is one area of my island that I made very early on when I first got the game, and I never really changed it. I bring on contestants, they play through, we generate offers over here from the banker. They will ring these depending on whether or not they want to take the deal, or if they don't want to take the deal. And heading up to the very top, this is my campsite area. Yes, if you jump across the creek, I have another sitting area with a duck. I think I might keep this area for my new island. I'm not sure, I haven't decided yet. But this is supposed to be like a smuggler's cove. So as you guys know, Red sometimes pulls up at the secret beach. So we have lots of different treasures here, lots of counterfeit goods, you know? So yeah, we have a gnome fishing over here. We have a little crab friend checking out to see what he's doing. This was one of the last areas that I decorated, and I think you guys can tell I'm ready to move on to the tropical vibe. And we come across another villager's house. This is Goldie's house. Goldie's yard was one of the first dedicated yards that I made. So originally, all of my villagers had houses right next to each other. And then one day I decided it might be nice to give everyone their own yard, and then I can decorate them, you know, individually. So Goldie really likes reading and looking at flowers. So she has this mini rainbow garden over here. So if you want to buy any plants, she has an employee over here working for her. So this is Audie's house. Again, Audie is one of my favorite villagers. She has a very beachy house, and her house, the interiors actually look like a resort. So she fits in really well with my Tropicore theme. My next island's Tropicore theme. Her area, she has the dock over here. We have to do a little bit of decoration. We have some bears set up over here. You might recognize this spot as like, you know, my ending card. This is where I recorded it. The only thing she does on my island is work out. She's always in this green, ugly track sweater. This is all she wears. This and like dad sunglasses. So of course, I had to make her an outdoor gym. Girls got those gains, right? We have a Cult of Mary tribute area with an outfit ready to go. But as you can tell, we've got our Mary cult. So I guess with the whole Tropicore theme, I decided to make my island really twisty. So as you can see, I have a lot of these terraformed blocks that don't really have any purpose. I just decorated them with random items on top. We have arrived at Butch's Auto Shop. Even though this makes no sense because I don't have any flat inclines on my island, and the only cars you can have are car beds. If you guys have Butch on your island or you've ever seen the inside of his house, it looks like a highway. So I knew he really liked cars because his house had a car theme. So I decided I would give him, you know, like a mechanic shop, auto shop. So this is Kyle's house. Kyle is a producer. So if you go inside his house, he just has a lot of musical equipment, producing stuff. So I decided that I would give him an outdoor concert area, and we have some snowmen. This is a really big activity area that I made, and I made a pottery studio. I really wanted to take a pottery class at some point, but obviously can't do that now because of the state of the world. So closest I can get is by making it in Animal Crossing. So this area is kind of like a Zen garden area. One of my favorite things to do when I decorate is to put down a lot of patterns on the floor. So as you can see, I have a lot of wood, stone, brick, clovers. If you want to make an area look polished, I would say just slap down a bunch of clovers. It's such an easy design technique, design hack. So I think that's pretty much everything on my island. Wow, I can't believe this is it. If you guys want to go check my island out for yourself, here's my dream address. You'll also find it in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on today's video. I hope you guys liked my island. I put a lot of work into it, but by the time this video goes up, I will be in the process of tearing my island down. So if you want to watch me transform my island into a tropical paradise, you can watch my streams live on Facebook, or I will be uploading like recap videos to YouTube, so be sure to subscribe. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!